Welcome back to the world, YouTube. Hope you had a safe flight. KDZ back with another market watch. Again, guys, the reason why I do these videos is because I have a huge passion for trading card games, and I love talking about trading card games, and I love to continue to build a community that has that same love and passion as I do. And with that, let's get into it. And yeah, as I wasn't, it broke down on me last night, passed out. Wasn't able to bring you to part two around 10 p.m. Central Standard, which is the plan. So I'm bringing you guys the special edition market watch, to make up for that. Yeah, I'm trying some different things, guys. You know what I'm saying? We just start now. I'm trying some different things for audio and whatnot. Try to get it as smooth as possible because I shoot these market watches outside. I might have to get like some outside equipment or something before it's all said and done, before it's as smooth as you know it should be. Where we left off yesterday, we was talking about Ritual Beast, OT God Pelio, and the Ritual Beast monster. What's good, Misty Farm? Yeah, what's good, Misty Farm? Um, I'm pretty sure that OT God Pelio ain't moved at all since we looked at it yesterday. Let's go ahead and refresh the page. And no, not a one has sold. Not a one has sold. You got 5 playsets right here, 16 copies for $7.99. Nobody's trying to compete under that. They're like, no, I'm not even trying to do the 798, 70.99 across the board. We're going to stop the line right there. That's as low as this card is going. And again, none of these ritual beasts have a reprint. Let me go back over here to ritual beast. Um, OT Canahawk. This was the card that I believe was banned. Wind attribute level 6. Thunder fusion effect monster with 1,400 attack points and 1,600 defense points. One ritual beast tamer monster plus one spiritual beast monster must be special summoned by banishing the above cards and cannot be special summoned by other ways. Once per turn, you can target 2 of your banished ritual beast cards, return them to the graveyard, and if you do, add one ritual beast card from your deck to your hand. What? And this one has Elder Riding, um, Canahawk. Quick effect. You can return this card you control to the extra deck, then target 2 of your banished monsters. One ritual beast tamer monster and one spiritual beast monster. Special summon them in defense position. So I think all of the fusions have that tag out ability, that quick effect tag out. But his return them to the graveyard and then add one ritual beast from your deck to your hand is just busted. Like it doesn't get no greater than that. Please tell me it says, and it's a soft once per turn. So it's a soft once per turn, so you can keep looping it. No wonder why I got banned. Is this? I wonder. Is this still on the ban list? Hold on. No, it's not on there no more. Did it get in a rat? No, it don't have a reprint. Wait, hold on. So it's just not on the ban list and people don't play it? I'm confused. Okay. So I guess, and they have an Omni negate that's not a once per turn. It's a resource based Omni negate. So this card doesn't have a reprint, and it's as low as 50 cents. And it's really good. I don't understand why this doesn't see any play. Nothing's on the ban list. What are the spell and trap cards? What do they do for Ritual Beast? Ritual Beast spawns. Banish two Ritual Beast monsters you control. Special summon one Ritual Beast monster from your extra deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. Okay. Quick effect. I mean, quick play. Spell speed 2. And was that the only spell they had? Yeah, that was the only spell. Okay. If you control a Ritual Beast monster, destroy monsters and fill up to the number of Ritual Beast monsters you currently control. Okay. So that's all it has. It has one spell, one trap. Huh. 6 monsters, one spell, one trap. I feel like that could definitely be used as an engine. There was a. I wanted to look at this link monster that came out in Extreme Force as a rare Ritual Beast OT Kim and Falcus, 2 Ritual Beast monsters. Ritual Beast monsters discard points 2, gain 600 attack and defense. You can banish one Ritual Beast card from your graveyard. Immediately after this effect resolves, normal summon one Ritual Beast monster from your hand. So it gives you a third normal summon. Well, definitely, if you were to use this as an engine, it'd definitely be taking up extra deck space. So maybe you would use it with a deck, another deck core that doesn't really use the extra deck and doesn't need its normal summon. Maybe like, I don't know, Adventurer, but you can't activate normal summon effects with Adventurer, so that wouldn't work. Let's see. You can only use this effect if Kima Falcons once per turn. And then quick effect, you can return this card you control to the extra deck, then target two of your banish, which will be monster special summon them in this position. Okay, so this has the tag out effect too. But that just makes me think maybe you don't need as many that's why I think it was banned, because you can loop it without needing that many in your extra deck. Because you could banish, you could return, you can send it back to the extra deck and bring the other ones back, and then you can summon it again. I don't think any of them say you can only special summon this guy once per turn. Oh, that's why they say they can only be special summoned once a turn, so you can't loop them. Yeah, so once you special summon, which will be Tamara Elder, and like they've been used, their special summons been used up for the turn. The fact that they're psychic though makes them makes them work with emergency teleport as well. And then what you got, a pyro, a aqua, and a thunder. A pyro, and they all wind. A pyro, a aqua, and a thunder that are all wind level 4. A wind pyro. What? What the heck is searching pyros? What the heck is searching wind pyros? What the heck is searching wind aquas? Wind thunders? Outside of just their own cards in their deck, like Canahawk. And Canahawk gets you straight to the card that you want, because he lets you banish a ritual beast card from your deck face up. So then you can, that's an extra card to that you can bring back. And then during your second standby phase, after that effect's activation, if that card is banished, you can bring it back, even if you've already brought it back before. Well, I'm sold on Spiritual Beast, Ritual Beast. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up all the copies that I feel like I'm gonna need. Be ready, and I'm gonna try to learn this one. I'm gonna try to master this one, because this one, it has a lot of good synergy. Figure out what is something that you can play with it. Of course, this is none of these cards are expensive. Like the most expensive card in the set is Ritual Beast OT God Pelio, and he is an ultimate rare that doesn't have a reprint, that comes out of a set that came out 7 years ago. So who has a red cape? So it's Laura. Laura is on the back of OT God Pelio. And then after that, after the three themes in Secret Forces, it goes into some reprints. Necro Gardener, Armageddon Knight, Gen. Okay, these Gen cards. Was this the first set that these Gen cards came out in? Let's go take a look over here. Go into the Secret Forces. Bring up the super rares. I think one of these might actually be on the ban list. The Secret Forces, Absolute Power Force. So no, I don't believe this was the first set that these gens came out in. I think they were, yeah, they came out in different pieces during the 5Ds era. See, that one came out in Absolute Power Force. Yeah, these are all reprints. This one actually came out secret rare. That's right. I think it was like Absolute Power Force. Yes, check that out. When you ritual summon a ritual monster, you can remove and play this card from your graveyard as one of the monsters required for the ritual summon. Okay. The monster ritual summon using this card is not affected by trap cards. That's good. That's really good. Not only can you use it, especially at that time, not only can you use it from the graveyard, but that monster is unaffected by trap cards. Like what? I think that's why a couple of them are still on the ban list right now because that's kind of busted. Jin releaser rituals. I think that was the one I just looked up. Yes, Jin release. No, Desiree. That's a releaser. Releaser. Okay, so no, that's Desiree rituals. Who's releaser? Is it like unaffected by monster effects or unaffected by spell cards? Releaser rituals. When you ritual summon a monster, you can banish this card. A rare out of store. That's overdrive. Okay, let's look at the updated printing. When you ritual summon a monster, you can banish card from graveyard or one of the ritual. It's level 3. If a player ritual summons using this card, the other player cannot special summon while that ritual summon monster is face up on the field. Why they need to bring this back. If they want to push rituals, they bring this back. That's as easy as it. I mean, if you want to push rituals, like they try to do a whole different things, like making Drytron, making Megalith. Uh, what did they make? They came out with another one after Drytron, Libromancer, um, but they weren't finished. They continued to create ritual monsters. They gave us Illusion of Chaos. They gave us the Dogmata ritual monsters, Dogmatica. There was something else. Magic Key. Like this would just it would create a floodgate. It would make people like really try to go after the gen, like play Dimension Shifter because you can play cards that can get around this now. Um, it's a theme too though with Labyrinth. Labyrinth being able to search so many different types of themes. Throw a ritual monster into Labyrinth, but that's a nice little reprint. Uh, Person Enchanted Decider and then Releaser. So Releaser starts it off. These other ones are level 4, and you can banish them from the graveyard. These were pretty cool. They had a pretty nice design. Like I said, they got that. They have a they have a background. It looks like they're in the underworld, but they have a background. Like so, it adds to the storytelling. They got their setting in the lore window. Gishki Chain, Gishki Shadow, Card D. So they reprinted Gishkis in here. Altitude Night. Did they reprint all the nights? Altitude Night, Armageddon Night. No, they just gave us Altitude or Armageddon. This might be the only super rare printing for Altitude Night. Once per turn, if another monster in the field returns to the hand or main deck. Send one win monster from your deck to the graveyard. Altitude Night. That's cool. I like that card. Abyss Dweller, Soul Release, Soul Absorption, Ritual Weapon, Burial, Advanced Ritual Art, Pre-Preparation, Ascending Soul, Ritual Cage, Fire Formation Tenki, okay, Royal Decree, Vanity's Emptiness. Neither player can special summon monsters. If a card is sent from the deck or field to your graveyard, destroy this card. Okay. They can. Is this card on the balance still? Because I feel like they could bring back Vanity's Emptiness. Like, there's a lot of different ways to send cards. If a card is sent from the deck or the field to your graveyard, destroy this card. There's a lot of ways to make something like that happen. Um, uh, yeah, let's look at Vanity's Emptiness. I wanted to. It's $1.31. Vanity's Emptiness, and then let's go over here real quick. Is it on the ban list? Yes. This Vanity's Emptiness can come off the ban list. And Vanity's, oh, it has a secret rare and legendary collection 5D. There you go. Value. Um, Near mints, 27 on the market. Lightly played, 18 on the market. Lightly played first eds are going for $12 for secret rare copies of Vanity Emptiness. We're going down the rabbit hole now. We're off of deck building sets and we're into a legendary collection. But considering this is a $12 first edition card, if you wanted a foil card but you wanted budget, that super rare out of the secret forces is easily your best bet. Because outside of that, you just have the original print common out of Star Strike Blast, which is effectively the same price. But you can get this super rare first ed, $1.34, $2.34. You gotta include the shipping. You gotta include the shipping. You just have to include that within the price. I mean, some of these are like free shipping over a certain amount, but yeah, all of these are at least 99-cent shipping, so they're at least $2.34 effectively. 220, 234, lightly played first as you're starting at, but still super rare, significantly cheaper, 10% of the price of the secret rare. Yeah, let me check out. Yeah, I've always liked those set of knights that they came out with, like Armageddon, Altitude, Brushfire, Dawn. Yeah, Altitude Knight is the cheapest card in the set, bruh. And it came out of Lord of the Tachyon Galaxy. Lord of the Tachyon Galaxy, a set that was focused around wind attribute monsters. They came out with the Mega Fan of Beast and whatnot, but this is the max rarity at Altitude Knight. I'm not a huge proponent of like grabbing super rares and whatnot like that, but like as singles, I'd rather try to like if you buy a booster box or something that has super rares in it like this, you're going to get the card at least 3 times. But plus a whole bunch of other stuff. So like I'm a proponent of like grabbing boxes for lower rarity stuff because you're guaranteed to get it. Like that's what you should be. If you're buying boxes, you should be buying boxes for the lower rarity stuff. You shouldn't even be buying it for the higher rarity stuff because that's a gamble. If you're buying it for the higher rarity stuff, you have to be buying in bulk. And then you start going down the rabbit hole of just other avenues when you're buying stuff in bulk because then you have a certain amount of stock or something, so you have to look at it differently. But altitude, I wonder if we're going to run into some of the other ones. I want to be able to look them up, like, and just have them all on the screen, but I don't know if there's a way. Like I put in nice. See, 899 frequent results come up in Yu-Gi-Oh. 899, bruh. So that's like not. That is not the way. Way off topic. Deep down the rabbit hole. Deep, deep down. Now look at Valkyria Unite, one of my favorite lore windows. Look at that artwork, bro. And then that super rare just, it's not. I would like for them to reprint this with the newer card technology because that super rare doesn't really pop. I have these and the super rare doesn't pop. I don't know if maybe if I open up Cosmo Blazer Pack Fresh, one of the sets that didn't use the promise you or for you on every pack. If like I opened it up and I pulled this, if it would pop off the page, but the ones that I bought near mint first there, they don't pop. I bought them a long time ago, but they don't pop. Or it could have just been how I stored them. They probably did pop when I first got them. I wasn't paying attention, and after a while they just sold because I didn't have them in like a binder or something. Yeah, one of the I seen this on MSK's Market Watch. Artorias King of the Noble Knight spiked up outrageously. Market price $9.17, 22 listings as low as $33. Like this card was no, bro. Like look at the chart. We're gonna go back a year. Okay, the first edition market price has it at like 13.10, but it wasn't even that high. I promise you. Like you could have got first editions for much less than $10. Like nobody was looking at this card. Nobody was looking at Noble Knights. And I still feel like people don't understand that. You're not going to be using the new Noble Knight stuff. They've changed it. These Noble Knights don't particularly work with the newer Noble Knights. These Noble Knights were like light and dark monsters. The new Noble Knights are fire attribute monsters. They're different. The old Noble Knight monsters focused on exceed summoning. The new Noble Knight monsters focus on synchro summoning. They're not the same. They sync with their weapons. Or, excuse me. No, that's right. They sync with their weapons. Or they tune with their weapons. Yeah, I don't know how the heck we ended up on Cosmo Blazer. We were over here looking for other super rare versions of those Elemental Knights. I feel like this is as close as I can get it, but I got a lot of different stuff coming up from a lot of different sets. Armageddon Knight, Dark Saviors, Infernity Knight, Photon Shockwave, super rare. The Phantom Knights of Fragile Armor, super rare out of Wing Raiders. Nash Knight, super rare out of Legendary Duelist from the Deep. Market price 26 cents. Curse of Dragon, the magical night dragon, super rare um, Dimension Force. Morpheus the Dream Mirror Knight, White Knight. That's a thing that people don't talk about at all. Dream mirrors. I've never read the Dream Mirrors. I have no idea what they do. But if you ever wanted Dream Mirrors, now is as good as time as ever. I don't even know what game mechanic that they revolve around it, or even if they have an extra deck. No, they do. They have a fusion monster. I remember seeing that. He looked particularly powerful. Beast Warrior Puma. I got my copy of the Beast Warrior Puma. I really like that artwork, and I really like that lore window. And it's just like I love balanced knights. Like I love knights that stand strong, that are holding their weapon, or just that have like an imposing look to them. They're in their battle style. Okay, so Altitude Knight and Armageddon Knight, I believe, are the only ones. I probably could have looked them up individually. Like Dawn Knight actually got a platinum rare. Okay, let's look at Brushfire. What is the water one called? Dang, I need some help in the chat, guys. What's the water one called? Brushfire only has the one printing, so the water one would probably came out. What was the water set around that time? Uh, uh, Abyss Rising. And it would have been a rare. Yeah, Brushfire didn't even have a reprint. Shore Knight, and they reprinted Shore Knight and Speed Duel, but Brushfire didn't have a reprint. Armageddon, Dawn, Altitude. What's the Earth one? What would have been the Earth set? Return of the Duelist. Dust Knight does not have a reprint. So Dust Knight and Brushfire Knight do not have a reprint. But that's so interesting. Um, uh, well, what's interesting is that we're completely off topic. But when we come back, we should be able to jump right into Dragons of Legend 2, where they brought back that gorgeous secret rare technology that we all. Oh no, they did that in Secret Forces. I'm tripping. Well, they just continue on with the trend then. But yeah, we can't be out here all day, guys. Hopefully, I provided some value with this market watch, and with that, we're gonna be getting up out of here. Are we in there? Are we in there? Yeah, we in there.